have a 35-point Batrep on gaining ground. It's a scenario that's coming up for one of our local tournaments, so we're just giving it a test run today. And I brought my Retribution with a Mana Core, a max unit of Dawn Guard Sentinels with UA, Dawn Lord Vyros, a Phoenix, a Griffin, and 2 Desert Thanes. And today my opponent is Eric. And what do you bring, Eric?
I brought 3 racks, advanced deployed, a full unit of UA of Knights Errant with UA, Fire Salvation, Reznik with a Hierophant, full unit of Bastions, and the Avatar.
Alright, and a quick rundown for the scenario, guys. You have 3 different zones here, and at the end of the second player's second turn, we start getting points. So for me, 1 point if I control this one, and Eric has no models in it, 2 if I'm in the white one, and 3 if I'm in the red, and vice versa for Eric. So we'll be back with the end of turn 1. Alright guys, it's the end of turn 1 for both players, and so to start off, Vyros kept all of his focus. The Sentinels then ran forward. The Desert Thanes ran from over here into the woods, through the woods basically. Then Vyros activated, cast Mobility on himself, so +2 speed and Pathfinder to his battle group. He then cast Hallowed Avenger through the Arc Node on the Arc Node, and then walked forward to cast Indomitable Resolve on the Sentinels. Activated the Phoenix, who walked up. Mana Core walked up and put a covering fire down, and then the Griffin walked up next to Vyros. That was the end of Ret turn 1, so here's Eric for what Menoth did.
Alright, first I rolled for the Avatar. He only got 1 on the thing, so we got 2 focus. Reznik allocated 1 to the fire, and then he kept the rest. I didn't pull any off the racks this turn. The Avatar activated, spent 1 focus to run up. The Knights Errant all ran up into the second box to hold that. Fire ran up. Bastions ran up. Hierophant moved up and cast reduced cost of spell by 1 on Reznik. Reznik then moved up and cast fire, or ignite on the Fire Salvation. He then camped on the other 4 focus.
Alright, we'll be back with Ret turn 2. Alright guys, we're back with Retribution turn 2. Started off by upkeeping both Hallowed Avenger and Indomitable Resolve. So that left Vyros with 4 focus, 2 of which he gave to the Mana Core, 1 of which he gave to the Griffin, and he decided to camp 1. Started off by activating the Mana Core, who started shooting the Knights Errant, and killed 3 of them. The Standard Bearer sack pawning 1 as well, which will give the Fire Salvation some sort of move thing, which is fine. Then the first Desert Thane moved over. Due to balance issues, I had to switch the bases around. So he shot, killed off 4. The Phoenix activated, shot, killed off 1 with his AoE. Third Desert Thane activated, killed 1. Second shot missed, ending his chain on the multi-fire. The Sentinels then charged to finish off the remaining Knights Errant. The Griffin used an ability to give +2 inches of movement and walked up into the second box. And Vyros moved up to the edge of box 1, like I said, camping his 1 focus, and that's the end of Retribution turn 2.
Alright guys, we're back with Protectorate turn 2. Started off by letting Ignite expire. I then got my 5-inch Vengeance move with the fire, moved to about here. Leached a focus off of the rack over here. He didn't die. At that point I allocated 3 focus to the fire. The Avatar over here rolled his focus up. He ended up getting 3 focus in total. Started off, the Bastions charged in and got 5 attacks, 1 with each to the Sentinels there. I ended up killing 5 of them. Avatar then charged in, got his swings. He hit and killed a couple guys. After that, the Phoenix got his
Hallowed Avenger move, hitting the Avatar for 8
points of damage. Alright. Hierophant activated, used his special ability on Reznik, reduced the cost of a spell by 1. Reznik then moved up and cast Iron Aggression on the Fire Salvation. At which point, Fire Salvation then activated, charged for free, was able to get completely within the box over here to deny him the points. I missed with my initial attack with the mace, but I hit with the open fist, and I hit with 2 more subsequent attacks, and I got rid of his shield, and I caused a lot of damage. I got rid of his cortex and his left arm.
He's got like 8 boxes left, so.
Okay. And we'll be back with Ret turn 3.
Alright guys, it's the end of Ret turn 3. At the beginning of the turn, Eric has 1 control point from the last turn, and I have none, so he's up currently 1-0. First thing we did was the fire check, which did not go out. I did a little bit of damage. The Sentinels then got their vengeance move, killing 2 or 3 of the bastions, I can't remember which. Then Vyros got back his focus, did not upkeep the spell that he had on the Sentinels. So he gave out 3 to the Phoenix, kept 3 for himself. He couldn't give out any to the Manticore because it doesn't have focus, or doesn't have a cortex, and the Griffin didn't really need any. So then the Sentinels activated, killing off all but 2 of the bastions, leaving them with
2 and 3
2 and 3 health, very little left. Then the Phoenix activated, leaving the Avatar with only 7 health left.
8
health left. Vyros activated, killing the Avatar. Took him all 3 attacks. I rolled double 1s once and double 6s to hit another time, so it panned out. The Avatar is dead, giving Vyros a kill for the scenario. It's just kind of fun actually getting my caster to kill things for a change. Because of that, Gaze ended, so the Manticore swung, no real damage to this guy. Griffin moved up, killed the last Bastion that was here. This Dester Thane charged, dealing some damage. And this Dester Thane walked up and shot at Reznik, hitting twice, dealing a point of damage, and potentially giving him a lane to get to my caster next turn, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So at the end of Red turn 3, I get 2 points for controlling the center one. I don't control the green one because the Fire Salvation's in it, and Eric gets 1 for having Rax and a Hierophant in his closest zone. So it's currently 2-2 in the scenario. Be back with men off.
Alright guys, we're back with Protectorate turn 3. We started off, we leached 1 of the focus from the rack, he didn't explode again. We let Iron Aggression expire over there. A Hierophant then used his ability to lower the cost of a spell by 1. Reznik then cast Engine of Destruction on himself and charged over here. Was trying to get in range of Vyros over here, was not able to do it. We stopped short. Took my first strike. This guy killed him with 1 hit. Then took the next 6 shots over here and raked the Phoenix. On the far side, the fire activated, took a swing with the Absolver at the Manticore and did enough damage to kill it. Took a swing with a fist at the other guy and missed with Snake Eyes. That was it for Protector turn 3. We'll be back with turn 4.
Guys, the score is 4-3 currently. Alright guys, we are back with Retribution turn 4, and the game is over due to scenario victory for Retribution. I started off with Vyros giving out 1 focus to the Griffin, keeping the rest for himself. Because models in Vyros' battle group have 360 line of sight or front arcs, the Griffin then charged Flame, dealing a little bit of damage. Vyros came in and finished Flame Salvation off, freeing up the Dester Thane to then move up into completely within the second box to shoot the Hierophant that was here. Last activation, the Sentinels, 2 of them moved up here to continue to engage. Reznik 2 moved in here to start heading that way for Rax in the next turn. So I win via scenario for the 3 points here. And that's the game. Eric gets 1 more for controlling this objective. We'll be back with models of the match. Alright guys, and we're back with models of the match. For me, it is my full unit of Dawnguard Sentinels. They were just really annoying for Eric to deal with. They clogged up the center of the board, and they started to get into the action on turn 2, killing off most of an Errant's unit, surviving basically Eric's counterattack, and then going back and dealing a lot more damage to the rest of the unit to finish them off. So that's why they're my models of the match. And Eric, what's yours?
I went with a Fire of Salvation in this one. He didn't do as much damage as maybe some of the other models did, but I was able to push him all the way into the 3-point zone just outside of his deployment zone and really force the issue. I was able to kill the Manticore with him, and overall he did a really solid job, so I was impressed with him, so he got my model of the match.
Alright guys, keep tuned for more Player's Handbook.